Pick-up line, one of the first out from Bradshaw and the All Cerise. Blue Chip is settling down third, a length and a half off them. They're being trailed by Radiant Sword going through on the inside of Benazee with Tywin last. Pick-up line after 250. Leads by 3/4 to Bradshaw, who's going to sit right on his hammer in a good place. Tywin trapped out wide is working up third on the outside. And now that makes Bradshaw go and he puts pressure to the leader. So it's Bradshaw the middle, Tywin the outside, pick-up line the rail. 3 across the track. Oh, Radiant Sword got flattened going through the gap back last. Blue Chip is up fourth, Benazee next to last, and Radiant Sword is naturally last of all coming towards the turn. Pick-up line again kicks through on the inside with Bradshaw under some pressure on his outside. Tywin's dropped off and then Blue Chip Benazee. Pick-up line kicked about a half length on Bradshaw, who'll need to lift in the straight. Pick-up line on the inside, Bradshaw the outside. Pick-up line holds him at bay with Benazee getting to third. Pick-up line is tiring, Bradshaw's lifting. Bradshaw's gone home the best and Bradshaw beat pick-up line by a neck. Third Benazee and then Blue Chip, Radiant Sword and Tywin dropped out to be last.
So the winner there, number 2, Bradshaw, just getting home in the last few bounds over pick-up line, and Benazee for third. 2, 1 and 4. Good finish to race 1 at...
Magnificent start. One of the best out, Dan Glisser. Forest Express jumped nicely. Gilded Angel moves to third, followed closely by Excited. And at the head of the others on the outside, making up a little ground as they sort themselves out, was Miss Penny Money. Glimmers going through between horses, followed by Fleet and then Cash Cow. Countess Christie wide second last, and 3 to Sapiente down the side. 700 left to go, and the leader is now Dan Glisser, narrowly from Excited the outside. 2.5 to Gilded Angel, followed by Miss Penny Money. Forest Express is back 5th on the rails.
They near the bend at the 500 metres mark. Dan Glisser under a grip, led the way from Excited. Miss Penny Money's covered ground, but she's moved up stylishly 3 wide. Forest Express on the fence from making ground. Gilded Angel. Countess Christie is hooked to the outside. She's covered ground, but she's running on. Well in the straight at the 300 metres mark. Dan Glisser clear. Led over a length on. Forest Express on the inside. Countess Christie down the centre and Gilded Angel in the centre running on well. Countess Christie and Gilded Angel are after Forest Express and Dan Glisser. Forest Express the inside, headed off by Countess Christie. Forest Express is kicking. Countess Christie lunging. She's coming home the better and got up to win. Countess Christie by a lip on the line to Forest Express. Maybe Dan Glisser third from Gilded Angel, but there's nothing in it. They were followed by Fleet, Miss Penny Money, Glimmers, well back Excited, Cash Cow, Sapient last all of the way. Well, that's been a sterling effort by Countess Christie. She's run 1:10.54, home 35.06 the last 600 metres. She sat 3 deep, back 4th last all of the way, 6 or 7 wide on the bend. But, oh, boy, she's got some courage, this big, strong daughter of Masquet, and she's responded magnificently under the urgings of Jimmy Cassidy. Forest Express, as was last time when they clashed, she looked like she was going to beat the favourite, but
going to the 800 metre mark where it's Adventure by a neck to top. Jules second, it's covered plenty of ground. Third placing Next Tycoon should be very hard to beat with the run it's had on its inside. Voodoo Sunset niggled out a tad. They were followed by Grand Scenic sneaking around Northern Ochre. Back to the rail was Mirth, followed then by Prince Phoenix, and Milo has called it a day. Homeward bound as they straighten up for the run in. 4:40 to go. Top Jewel on terms with Adventure. Next Tycoon has Voodoo Sunset in the pocket. Mirth's been able to get through on the inside, joining in out wide. Grand Scenic and Northern Ochre together, and Prince Phoenix is running up behind them. It's Grand Scenic after Next Tycoon at the 200 metre mark. Next Tycoon shifts back to the inside. Grand Scenic the outside takes the lead. Prince Phoenix is running on late. Grand Scenic in front. She's going strongly. She's a half in front. Prince Phoenix is trying to wear her down. Grand Scenic joined by Prince Phoenix. I don't know. Grand Scenic or Prince Phoenix. Third Next Tycoon. Fourth Voodoo Sunset. And they were followed by Mirth, Northern Ochre, Top Jewel, Adventure, and Milo was distanced. Very close finish this.
Set here. Well tried is Oamaru Rhythm coming into $3 and $1.50, the only Moonee Valley winner in the field. And it's clearly the top pick in the race. Second elect Neverland, $5.80. $7.50 Victoria's Drum. Then Akhenaten also at $7.50. 8.20 Noble Sensation. Gets back and runs on very hard. Just about right to go. Kel Power coming in. Now Kel Power coming up to complete the lineup then will be Oamaru Rhythm, who absolutely canted in last time out in a night meeting here. Could have won by a big space. The only Moonee Valley winner in the field. Damien Oliver on board for Lee Friedman. Coming into the outside gate. All in now. Set to go. All clears come through and they're on their journey, and Oamaru Rhythm and Akhenaten both began fast. Neverland away very swiftly towards the inside with Victorious Drum and Kel Power. As they settle down now, Noble Sensation is 3 lengths behind the second last horse, and they're running towards the turn at the 800 with Neverland in front by a length to Kel Power. Victorious Drum is ahead away third, and a length and a half Trousers holding down fourth on the inside. A neck away to Akhenaten, then a length and a half to Oamaru Rhythm. 2 lengths behind them Prince Benbara, followed then by Noble Sensation on the outside of Logical Reason. Neverland up the side near the 600, 2 to Kel Power. Victorious Drum. Akhenaten moving up to fourth, and the red cap on the outside. Oamaru Rhythm is getting a cart into the race from him, followed by Trousers under pressure, and Noble Sensation getting to the outside from Prince Benbara. As they came to the turn, Neverland is the leader, but Oamaru Rhythm's gone around the outside very quickly to challenge it. Then came Akhenaten and Noble Sensation, but at the turn, and the favourites dashed away. Oamaru Rhythm a couple of lengths to Neverland, and they're followed then by Akhenaten with Noble Sensation down the outside, but Oamaru Rhythm is home and hose, 3 in front. Great battle with Trousers coming home well for second, but Oamaru Rhythm eased up, beat Trousers by 2. Akhenaten third, followed by Noble Sensation, Prince Benbara on the outside, then Logical Reason, Neverland finding the distance beyond him. Victorious Drum towards the end in company with Kel Power. Oh, it's won very, very easily. Number 4, the winner, Oamaru Rhythm, ridden by Damien Oliver. He sat back, but when he let loose, it went with a very big sprint round the outside. Went straight past Akhenaten.
The second favourite for the Golden Slipper, Shogun Lodge, to confirm his rating. Lights are on. They're all set. Cross moving in close. Gates are back. Crosses stood there, missed it. Shogun Lodge dawdled out of the gate. He's last. Shogun Lodge is last on settling down, and High Rolling won the start. Cullen away quickly. De there began smartly. Beats Walking in the centre, settling down fourth from Just Imagine. They were followed by a Quiver. 2 lengths to Cross on the inside of Shogun Lodge. Quick Star's got no speed. He's dropped out a length and a half at the tail. High Rolling in front, pulling against the rider. He's got the head high in the air and the mouth wide open. De there is worrying the brains out of him. About 3 lengths away to Cullen. Then came Beats Walking the outside. 2 lengths Just Imagine. Inside of a Quiver, 2 lengths to Shogun Lodge. He's going forward, Marshall. 3 deep, 6 off the lead, but closing rapidly. 2 or 3 lengths to Quick Star and Cross on the fence. Last of all, High Rolling turns the bend in front of De there. Shogun Lodge has gone that quickly. He's gone from fourth last to second and is about to pounce on the leaders. They were followed by Cullen. Die to the outside. A Quiver, the deepest runner from Just Imagine. Shogun Lodge given his head at the 200 metres mark. He's turned him loose, Marshall. He wanted to duck back in front of High Rolling. High Rolling was hit and stopped in his tracks virtually, but Shogun Lodge at the 100 burst well clear. High Rolling coming again. Cullen on the outside, but Shogun Lodge too good. Wins by over 2 lengths to High Rolling. Third Cullen, then Quick Star, a Quiver. They were followed by Just Imagine. Further back to Cross. Well out of its ground to there, and Beats Walking last year. That winner shifted in sharply, 200 out. He's absolutely poleaxed High Rolling. Glenn Boss having words to Johnny Marshall as they go past the line. Shogun Lodge slow to go, has gone right around the outside of the field, and then with about 300 metres to go had quickly levelled up, got to the front from High Rolling, and then all of a sudden he's made a straight line for the fence, and he's absolutely come straight out in front of.
Stetton makes a good line. Now waiting on the light. It's there. Away they go, and Hunger Strike screwed out from the inside alongside of Knight's Table. Ripple's Sister beaten for speed, and going fast Mr. Jamir Albadea. Also Doubloons is handy, and they were followed further back off the pace by Takana on the inside division. Then Teams getting back in the field, and back there with it too was well back a Red Light, and also Muffin is further back in that division. Bridget Ann's about fourth last of that side. Now, rather, it's not Bridget Ann. I'll pick it up in a moment. It's little Nico. To the outside division, Lady Shelford leads by a length there to Estusa second, then Bridget Ann followed by Queen Ruby, then Greg Adele. Stetton's all over the shop, drifts back towards the inside. Back off the speed there, out wide was Clemency, and Forget About Fly to the Wind. Down at the 200 metre mark, the outside horse is in front, Lady Shelford. Here's Greg Adele peeling it back quickly. Hunger Strike leads the inside, and coming at it now is Knight's Table, but it's Greg Adele down the outside in front, and Greg Adele will win the 2-year-old charge. Second placing Hunger Strike, third was Knight's Table, from Queen Ruby late. Then came down the outside Amir Albadea. Not Amir Albadea picking it up. It's Clemency Lady Shelford out there with Astusa. Flood of the Wind was last of the outside division. Now heading back to the inside behind the first couple caught over the line there. We've got Takana, Mr. Midge, Amir Albadea, Little Nico, followed by Teams, Ripple's Sister, followed then by Doubloons. Then Staten. Bridget Ann was fairly well placed on the outside group, and one of the last in was Muffin. Astusa pulled up very quickly over the line.
Number 10, Gregadel, good win easily. 462 even over Hunger Strike and Knight's Table. Been dismissed and placing stand 132. Still awaiting that official news on Doomben as they're set at the Valley for the third. Here's Greg.
And Llewellyn's been a late scratching. Number 8, Llewellyn the late scratching, and they're all in set to go. Llewellyn out at 144, Vet's Advice, and they're off and racing. Centennial away well towards the outside. Marimba jump fast, and Verdict Declared shows pace with Birdie's Bell. As they settle down, Bohemian Melody settling about third to last. And over on its inside is Hula Dawn. They've gone 250. Birdie's Bell leads. Centennial is second. Marimba a length and a half away third. Verdict Declared is fourth on the inside. 1.5 to Aubrey, going up wide from Bohemian Melody, and Hula Dawn back on the inside, and then Mrs. Butterworth and a line last of all. Birdie's Bell through the gap, led by Tooling, Centennial 2, Marimba outside, Verdict Declared. Aubrey wider out from Hula Dawn, and Bohemian Melody is hard ridden before the home turn, followed by a line and Mrs. Butterworth. Birdie's Bell comes around the home turn, a length in front of Centennial. Verdict Declared needs a run behind the leader. Marimba is wider out, Bohemian Melody spotting them a long start. Birdie's Bell leads Centennial, Marimba. Hula Dawn held up, Verdict Declared getting through. Birdie's Bell tackled by Verdict Declared, and Marimba the outside. Marimba and Verdict Declared. Verdict Declared's gone home the better, and Verdict Declared beat Marimba a neck. A line charging home wide out will grab third from Hula Dawn, Centennial. Bohemian Melody off the bit the whole way, never came into it, followed by Aubrey, Birdie's Bell and Mrs. Butterworth last to finish. Llewellyn the late scratching at 144. Stand by for numbers. Victory for Verdict Declared, ridden by Darren Gouch. It was cantering coming up toward.
Danger out wide, and Our Unicorn jumped away quickly, and so too did Sir Bacurs. Sir Bacurs on the inside's going to lead. Legends going forward, but on settling, moving up quickly is Our Unicorn. He's moved up on the outside of Sir Bacurs. In Danger's out 3 wide. He's going forward, Nickolick. Legends on the fence, and Faramore settles down 5th. 2 lengths to Praise Indeed. Boss looking to steady. He's 3 wide, going up in between runners Beechwood Road from Battle Wise. Were followed by Dew Borg and Green Diamond. The mare dropped out to the tail of the field. Out of the straight the first time, and going to the front, Sir Bacurs. Arches the neck and bowls clear by 3/4 of a length on the 4-year-old. Our Unicorn, a length away, Legends. In Danger 3 wide. Were followed by Faramore in the centre. Nickolick going forward now. He's 3 deep on In Danger. He's about to move up and have a shot for the front. Battle Wise is 6th on the inside. 2 lengths to Beechwood Road. Dew Borg, then Praise Indeed. He's 1 out now, second last. 2 lengths away to Green Diamond. They've cast the 1600 metre marker astern, and Sir Bacurs may play. He's in front by 1 length on the 3-year-old In Danger. A bit over a length away is Our Unicorn, and Hall has got the favourite in a great spot. Legends on the inside of Faramore. 2 lengths to Battle Wise, Beechwood Road. Dew Borg on the inside of Praise Indeed, and 2 lengths to Green Diamond, whipping them in. They're in search of the 1200 metres mark, and at that point now the front runner Sir Bacurs, absolutely no change to the order. He led by 1 length on In Danger, who's within striking distance. The outsider Legends, the fence 3rd. They were followed by Our Unicorn. 2 lengths Faramore travelling around Battle Wise. 2 lengths to Beechwood Road. The Kiwi back 4th last from Dew Borg, Green Diamond, and Praise Indeed is last of all, 10 off the leader, and that is Sir Bacurs as they come to the 800 metres mark. Sir Bacurs over a length in front of In Danger. Legends on the fence running a bit of a race. A length away is Our Unicorn, and he's in a great spot. He's poised to pounce. 2 lengths to Faramore around Battle Wise. Then came Beechwood Road. Dew Borg, Praise Indeed being scrubbed along. He's a further 2 lengths away and not going forward at the moment, and Green Diamond last. Sir Bacurs is going to make it a dash for home around the bend. He'll straighten up just in front of In Danger. Our Unicorn's had a great run, and Hall's got him to the outside, and he's unleashing a powerful burst. 2 lengths away, Faramore, Battle Wise, Legend, and then came Dew Borg down the outside from Beechwood Road at the 200 metres mark, and he went for the favourite now. Our Unicorn shot clear. 2 in front of In Danger. Faramore, Battle Wise, Dew Borg, Praise Indeed, then Green Diamond, but it's all Our Unicorn stretching the neck. He's coming away for a comfortable victory. Our Unicorn nearly 3 lengths on the line to Battle Wise and Faramore. Praise Indeed, a great run. Then Green Diamond. Dew Borg was next. They were followed home by Beechwood Road, In Danger, Sir Bacurs, and Legend. Ran a very cheeky race, the Boulder, but he was ended up at the tail of the field. Our Unicorn tactics, as we mentioned just prior to the race, were to go forward at the start, and he's had a
Port Lincoln racing tomorrow. The first official Oakbank trial session from 9:30 on Monday morning. Now they're ready. They're racing this time, and Will Crow jumped away okay. Rotella was beaten for early speed, as was Kilspindy, who's getting back towards the tail with Gentle Appeal, and on the other hand, away fast Eastman, Brother Durham, Unsub, and Hollywood Grey, which has been the best short on the TAB. In behind those then in the logo colours Timber Country, whipping around them Song of the Blues, and also going after that Division 2 was Jester Chester, and then further back behind them Delegate, now outside of the logo coloured Timber Country. Then a length and a half to Receptor, followed by Will Crow. Next on the inside is Sideshow Charlie from Gentle Appeal, followed by Kilspindy, and Rotella is 2 lengths away at the tail of the field. 900 to travel, and Song of the Blues has got around the field to take up the running by a length now to Hollywood Grey. It's had very good support on the TAB. Third, Brother Durham. Fourth over on the outside, Jester Chester from Unsub. Eastman was about a length and a half further back. A similar margin then to Delegate and Receptor. Out wide, a Gentle Appeal. Inside of them, Will Crow. They were followed further back along the inside, but under pressure now by Timber Country. Then came Sideshow Charlie, having a brush there with Gentle Appeal as the big fellow tries to shoulder clear, and they were followed then by Kilspindy, who's still a long way off them, and then Rotella. It's Song of the Blues, flat strap the leader, coming at it Receptor, Hollywood Grey the centre, and Jester Chester is there too, and further back Sideshow Charlie, but Receptor has reached the lead. Will Crow running after them, Hollywood Grey, Song of the Blues, Jester Chester still there, but it's Receptor in front getting close to home, and Receptor's going to be too strong. Wins a length and a quarter, Will Crow. Third, Brother Durham, I think, from Hollywood Grey, Sideshow Charlie, and then came inside of those Jester Chester, followed further back then by Song of the Blues, which just knocked up a bit today. They were followed further back behind those then by Rotella. In that Division 2 was Delegate and Unsub. They were followed further back by Gentle Appeal, followed by Eastman, and Timber Country was a long last. Standing by for official placings after the running of the third, the Toro Irrigation Handicap.
Oamaru Rhythm scored very comfortably in race 2. He's going to be given a freshen up by the Freedmans, and the Brisbane Winter Carnival is his aim. Previous race taken out by verdict declared, ridden by Darren Gauci. Greg Childs trying to keep his run of Metropolitan race days and riding winners intact. He's had 15 Metro meetings in a row where he's ridden at least one winner. He's on the favourite here, and off they go. At the 1,600 metres, Anil Don in the middle of the line began well. Golden Seraph easing out after the start. Away quickly, Swift Encounter looking for the lead. Zartea's going to be right there as well. Prince Dandan just behind them as they settle down, followed then by Golden Finale and Ildon next outside Sports Circuit. Running into that bottom turn next is Wellington Dreamer, followed by Drink Card Princess, Bellatilden 3 deep, Majestic Avenue next to last on the rails, and Golden Seraph is last of all. Into the back now. 1,100 to go, and Swift Encounter by 2 lengths. Zartea is second. A length and a half away third, Prince Dandan. Half a length, Golden Finale, and one further back and trapped out 3 wide there, Wellington Dreamer. Ildon is next outside Sports Circuit. 2 lengths to the Greys together. Bellatilden on the outside of Drink Card Princess, and a couple of lengths to Golden Seraph on the outside of Majestic Avenue. That takes them past the 800 down the side. Swift Encounter 1 length to Zartea. Prince Dandan going to third on the outside. Going forward is Wellington Dreamer and Golden Finale. In behind them then Sports Circuit and Ildon, who's being popped the question as Bellatilden starts a run, and Golden Seraph coming right around the outside as they near the turn now, and Zartea in the middle, and Prince Dandan go to the lead over Swift Encounter, trying to kick back on the rail. 2 or 3 lengths further back in the field is Golden Finale and Bellatilden. Ildon is going to need to get a wriggle on. It's second last or third last turning. Zartea, Prince Dandan corner in front of Bellatilden the outside, and Swift Encounter. Zartea showing great fight. Drew a neck, drew a half on Prince Dandan, who's lunging again, but Zartea scores a good win, beating Prince Dandan and Bellatilden a length and a half away third. Swift Encounter fourth, then Ildon, who got to the line well, but he lost his place coming up the side. Golden Sarah followed by Majestic Avenue. They were trailed then by Sports Circuit. Towards the end of the field there was Drink Card Princess, Wellington Dreamer, who raced wide, and Golden Finale. He could be a smart one in the making, this fellow. Zartea worked up on the pace, and didn't he find something when Prince Dandan, a horse who's done a lot more in his race career than Anthea has.
Doing it tough in the breeze at the moment. They were followed by Sea Fighter, Bozeman, Viticello, Pursuits, Grey Dawn and 2 lengths to Anthems. At the 750 and Buster Jones running along kindly in front. Led 3/4 on Adam, moving up to his flanks. A length away, 3 deep, Grand Centro. Fear Nor the inside, a length to Stop Flirting, moving up around Fraud. Zaccarino on a loose rein, 3 wide and chasing. Viticello on his back, improving from Bozeman, Sea Fighter. They were followed by Pursuits, Grey Dawn and 2 lengths to Anthems. 10 off the lead as they turn. Buster Jones headed off by Anthea on the outside, Adam. Adams hit the lead now at the 350 metres mark, and Moses went for home. Here's Viticello coming with a strong run. A length away, Grand Centro, Zaccarino, and then Fraud on the inside. At the 200, Adam in front, digging deep. He's responding magnificently. He led 2 lengths, Viticello, Fraud, Zaccarino the outside, running on. Adam in front, holding them safely at bay with 50 metres to go, and Little Adam's too good. Wins over a length on the line to Fraud, and Zaccarino a terrific run. Then Grand Centro, Viticello, Pursuits and Buster Jones. Further back, Fear Nor, Stop Flirting. They were followed then by Making Ground, Anthems, well back, Sea Fighter, Bozeman. Pursuits never ran into the race, and last of all was Grey Dawn. Forgotten horse, wasn't he, Adam? Terrific effort up on top of the speed today. Good turn of foot. Kevin Moses won the Cameron on him. He then was
tidy dispatch, Sure Blue angling across him behind them, as is the horse in the logo colours, Bold Endeavour, and there's a battle for the lead. The big filly Rose's Wish is up on the outside, over on the inside Gold Appeal, and joining them 3 wide but throwing their heads about as Smites' Rivalry. Back in behind them, Umaline is close handy 4th, and so is Cornwall Express 5th. 1.5 off then to Sure Blue racing on the outside of Illustrious Ruler. A length and a half to set the pace, and they were followed further back in the field behind them by Elegant Lover. Over on the outside in the red armband and cap is Supersede, followed further back and taking off around them by a stablemate Bold Endeavour, and Sister on the edges last of all. On the side down to the 620, and the leader about to head them for home. On the inside running is Gold Appeal. From in closer tenants the big grey filly Rose's Wish. Wider out another Grey Smites' Rivalry. Back in behind them, just needing a little bit of a run. At the moment it's down. Cornwall Express has crashed. Cornwall Express has crashed heavily to the ground, and unfortunately she's in a bad way. We need the ambulance urgently. At the 200 metre mark, the big filly Rose's Wish has dashed to the lead. Smites' Rival, now Sure Blue is running on, but Rose's Wish is in front. Sure Blue's coming after it. Rose's Wish is finding. Rose's Wish is just in front and may have held them. May have held them off. Sure Blue second. Smites' Rivalry, I think, third, followed by Umaline. Unfortunately, this other filly's in a very bad way. Wider out came Supersede, and they were followed then as they come back into our view now. Behind them by we've got Illustrious Ruler, Gold Appeal. Further back behind them then came Elegant Lover, followed by Sister on the edge, set the pace, and last in was Bold Endeavour. And unfortunately, this filly has snapped a leg. Oh dear. Sure Blue on the outside, Rose's Wish on the inside. There's not much in this. And I suppose you've got to give the horse on the outside a chance, a real chance here, being on the outside from this angle. And we're just standing by for the result to be posted.
Star Stake handicap over the 1200 at the Valley. Once again, Greg Miles.
Right, Chris, the last couple getting ready. Travelot and Most Elegant. Into $5 now, Honquok Star. It's an open race. 640 Tarot Star. That previous winner here, Zarte, has been set for the Adelaide Carnival, heading over there for the Adelaide Cup on the St Ledger. Lance Smith described him as a dead set 2-miler. Melbourne Cup is his aim. Maybe even this year. Now going in is Most Elegant, and the field is set. All clear given. They're off in the 5th. A beautiful start. Zedovit and Most Elegant, the first 2 out wide to break the line. Grand Bay was away fast, and Raptors going up to be in the leading 4 as they settle down, and then Sir Swayze. But Grand Bay zipped up on the inside and led Raptor. Zedovit eases back to 3rd. Most Elegant a length and a half away 4th, and then Sir Swayze about 2 lengths to Marty's Magic. Honquok Star is going forward wide out, and then Tarot Star. They're being followed by Mint Condition. Next to last in the field is Western Magic, and Travelot out wider now as last of all. Grand Bay has run them along though, and heads to the 600 metre mark, a length and a half in front. front of Raptor. Zedovite Surswazia next, followed by Most Elegant. Marty's Magic down on the inside, and then Hon Kwok Star. A lot of the riders happy to stay well away from the fence. It's noticeable. Then Tarot Star, and the rest headed by Mint Condition. Western Magic a long way back. Travelotter's last. Gronbay leads by 2 lengths. Are coming around the home turn. Marty's Magic through on the inside, followed by Raptor, and then Most Elegant down the outside from Tarot Star. But Gronbay leads by more than 2 lengths. Raptor trying hard from Marty's Magic. Tarot Star. Gronbay is clear. He's led them all the way, and the old-timer Gronbay scores by 2 lengths to Raptor second. Marty's Magic ahead away third. Then Hon Kwok Star, Tarot Star. Western Magic made good ground.